go. Okay, welcome to another installment of Feel Free TV. This installment is basically about when the individual gets incarcerated, what type of people to be aware of, because they're coming into a whole new environment that's unnatural, and they don't know what's going on. Now I got my brother here with me, Elon.
Peace, everybody.
Okay, so what made me come up with this is because I met this young brother. Well, I knew him for a while. He lives in my building. He's probably in his late 20s, early 30s. Just had a brand new baby. He got his girl. He got his own apartment. During a DUI, he wound up hitting someone and injuring him very bad. So now they want to send him to prison. They offered him 5 years. But if he takes it to trial, I think he'll get 7, something like that. 7 or 8, he told me he would probably get.
Right.
I also let him know that out of 5, he'll probably do 8. He's going to do 85% of that 5, which would probably be like what, 3, 3.5.
About, around 3.5.
Yeah, something like that.
It's definitely going to end up being more than he wants to do.
Yeah, of course.
But the reality of the situation calls that he's going to have to be responsible for his actions.
Exactly. So he was building with me. We was building in a hallway for probably like an hour.
Right.
He knows my situation.
Okay.
He's asking me all type of questions like, yo, what should I look out for? Yo, am I gonna get raped? Or it's like
you basically a consultant at this.
Actually, that's what I was.
Right.
So I was actually consulting him, letting him know that it's not like the movies. See,
I was about to mention that, yeah, because that's where he's gathering his information from, the media.
Exactly, and then he's gathering it
radio news.
He's gathering it from people who gather it from the media,
right?
Because I don't know about other state prisons, and but I know as far as New York State, there's not too much raping going on.
No, there isn't.
And like I told him, if the people who are getting raped are usually gay, and they're getting raped by booty bandits, guys who are already, into that.
Right. That's their thing.
They have a higher risk of getting raped before just a regular dude.
Right.
So this is not like in the 80s or like 70s where that was prevalent. So this situation with this young brother just gave me an idea because he was just wondering what type of people to watch out for. So I said, okay, I ran it down to him, but I'm going to also do this little segment about that.
Yeah. I hope you told him the same type of people to watch out for out here.
That's a whole other story.
We'll see more about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So the first one I got like the Leech or the user. So they both the same thing. Leech, user. I don't know why I put Leech or user, but you'll have individuals.
Peace, beloved.
Who's that?
No, I was just saying peace to you. What's good? You all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yo, you got a suit?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a suit.
What about a stamp? Well, I'm trying to write my shorty and all that. You know what I'm saying? You got a stamp, beloved?
Yo, I can give you a stamp, man. I don't got too many, but listen, I can give you a stamp in a suit.
Yo, I definitely appreciate it. See if you would give me a cigarette too, though.
And see that? You see how one step, it go from a suit to a stamp. Then once I say, you know what? Because, sometimes you want to look out for individuals. People are hurting in prison. Everybody don't have families. Some people don't even have a job in prison or a high-paying job in prison. So people are really struggling.
The vast majority of people are struggling, just like it is out here, and that's why I always say that prison is a microcosm of actual society. It's a society within a society.
Exactly. It's just everything is like you said, it's just amplified.
It is. No, it definitely is. It definitely. And then you have the people who don't necessarily have to be doing bad. So for one, so I just started by hitting you with the peace, beloved. Like you have that type.
Yeah.
You have to, hey, beloved.
Yeah. Peace, brother. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, bro? So those are
that
terms of endearment that men use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to do, I'm chipping away. I'm trying to chip away at your guard because you might be a little defensive. Why this dude rolling up on me? I'm trying to increase my odds. Now, the funny thing about me asking you for a soup is that I might have 20 soups. But you know what tastes better than one of my 20? One of your free ones.
Your free ones.
You know what I'm saying? Free money. Yes, your money spent better than my money.
That's
and a lot of people have that conception in their mind because also with doing time comes survival and how people view survival. Yo, listen, if it's you and me, right? Which one of us is going to be?
Yeah.
If it's two of us and is one piece of fruit, one piece of steak, yo, I'm sorry. Now some people are split in half and say, hey, bro, we gonna last that much longer. With some dudes, it's like, nah, survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. And they will use you.
State of nature. We back to nature with it.
Yeah.
You know?
And the thing is that just like in society, you have the have and the have-nots. Like people, they watch you. That's the only thing we could do in there is be observant.
You're supposed to be, at least. You're supposed to be.
Supposedly. Yeah. So people, they see you on the phone all the time. So I say, okay, so he has family to talk to. You go on visits. Okay, you got family coming to see you. You're coming back with packages. Yeah.
That's a
go to the commissary every time. $55, which is probably like the limit. So it's like, okay, so you're doing good in prison, if that is a term, but no.
Yeah, no, it's a term. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
And people will befriend you and act like they're your friends.
They moved that limit up too, by the way. You can spend more than 55 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the state said we're gonna allow you to spend more of your money, and the sneaker limit went up from $50 to $80.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So now they got the $80 Jordans and stuff now. You know how that happened.
Yeah. Guess what hasn't gone up?
The pay.
The pay, exactly. So.
The pay. Yeah. So I was just saying, yeah, the leech or the user, man, they'll come at you all different type of ways just because they know you have. And that's something you just got to beware of.
Yeah, okay. And I mean, it's just like out here, right? So I speak to people. People come up to me. I don't really have the look that's too standoffish. I don't walk around me mugging. I don't have that, don't say anything to me look. You know what I'm saying? And if you look my way and smile, chances are I may smile back. It depends. Mm-hmm. It depends the circumstance. If we're in a bullpen, in prison, I'm a little more cautious.
Yeah.
Of people around me or my surroundings. So that smile could mean something totally different than if I see you out here. You could just be wishing me a good day. Inside there, I don't know what you up to. If you're trying to test the waters or somehow, you know what I'm saying? I'm still not gonna try. I try not to have that wall up too high. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's always up in a way. If you come up to me and start speaking to me, I'm gonna respond to you. But in the back of my mind, I'm wondering what does he want?
Yeah,
right? What's the angle? And if I'm paying close enough attention, I can find out. But that's why it's important too that as soon as you walk in a room, you pay attention to what's going on around you. Because if I see you associating with a certain crowd, when you pull up on me, even though those dudes over there didn't come over with you, you somehow brought them over.
Yeah, you're a representative of them.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And if I don't like that, and if I don't like that crew, I'm definitely, my guards is all the way up.
All the way up. Yeah, I can't. I can't.
You know and you can be genuine, but it's just like
not my cup of tea.
But see, we talking about an individual who knows nothing about this. So we know this from experience, having years.
Right.
This is an individual just being dropped off in there, and it's just go for self.
Yeah.
You just want to have to figure it out.
I mean, to that individual too, though, as long as that individual wasn't walking around out here in society with his head in the clouds, I think he'll be all right. He or she, you know what I'm saying, will be all right. That individual has to get through the anxiety and the fear of the unknown that prison represents.
Yeah.
I mean, they're basically taking you away from your loved ones in the life that you once knew, the job that you had, the car that you had, the house that you had, the wardrobe that you had, the status with your family, your friends that you had. You have none of that. You're not bringing any of that with you when you go into prison. And if you're blessed, and only if you're blessed, are you going to be able to keep those things. I didn't have anybody preserving anything for me. So when I came home, I didn't have no wardrobe. I mean, as you know, I was gone 15 years, so I didn't necessarily want my Pepe jeans from 05, you know what I'm saying? But it still would have been nice if somebody held on to a Pele leather or two. That's not always the case, and you end up
Timberlands or something.
Right. You end up losing everything, right? At least you lose a lot. And right now, I'm just really touching on the material things. You lose things that aren't material. You know what I'm saying?
Never get back.
That you never get back. Look at your prom. I used to call myself a prom pusher, and I used to tell people I was put in a situation to where I had to push my prom back. People look at me and be like, "Yo, for your age, you in great shape." And it's like, "Yo, I have no other choice though." My entire 30s, I was in prison.
Yeah.
It took some of my 20s and into my early 40s. I miss this, a gap of my life of being productive out in society. So I had to like reinvent myself and come up with other ways of doing that. So for that individual though, I think they're gonna be all right, because if they hadn't been running around wild out here, all they have to do is stick firm to the same principles that they had been adhering to while they were out here.
Yeah.
If you out here, you just speaking to everybody, I mean,
you're gonna do the same thing in there,
right? And there's gonna be a price to pay for that. Because everything isn't for you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing it with my sister Natasha. We are getting a female perspective on these 6 characteristic types. I told him to look out for was the leech or the user.
Sure.
Now you have these type of people. These type of people will befriend you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you Muslim, they come to Assalamu alaikum, brother, how you doing?
Right.
Or you know, if they black, you know what I'm saying, what's up, bro? How you doing? If you blood, they're gonna say, what's popping, homie? They coming at you friendly. You know what I'm saying? You Spanish, they might say, oye, manito, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. They coming at you friendly, and they're gonna ask you for stuff, especially if they know you got.
Right. Right.
Because it's gonna be people watching you. That's all we do is watch and observe when we in prison. We see everything. We see you going on.
They know who you are before you get off that bus.
Exactly. Exactly. But see, being a person that's new to prison, they don't know what to look out for.
Right.
You know, it's one thing helping someone, and then there's another thing is letting someone abuse you or use you.
You know what I notice? You know, everybody, you get locked up, everybody wants to be bailed out. But what I notice is people that catch a case, get bailed out, fight from the street, and then that day they gotta turn it, they don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if I had a choice, I would be like, don't come get me. Let me start my right now. Because I know that there are certain experiences you're going to have in a county jail or detention that'll prepare you for upstate.
Yeah.
I know that now because I've been through it, you know. Or I would have been like, oh, come get me. I got to get out of here until I want to turn myself in. But that shit does no good for you. It doesn't prepare you. And the bottom line is prison is dangerous. Whether it's female or male, you are going to run into situations that could be avoidable if you knew better.
So what's your take on the leech and the user? Like, what's your take?
Anybody that's too friendly. Because you know, you have leeches and users that actually just want to use your time. Or like you can be the one that don't have money and they try to reel you in because now you're the cook. People need their clothes washed, they need a favor, they need you to get a package. Like I did hard time.
Yeah.
My husband was in prison the whole time I was in prison. So nobody was there to take care of me. You know, and people would like, you know, I worked in the kitchen, I worked here. So they would try to use me for favors, not more or less say for money. I ended up, you know, finding my way. I got my little hustle on once I became the clerk for the masjid because I was selling my oils under the table. But when I first got there, the leeches were people that had more than I had. They wanted girls, white girls that they couldn't fight. I was always a fighter. They knew when I came from upstate, when I came from Rikers, they like, if you want to go home, leave that bitch alone. In the yard, whatever. My stuff is packed already when it comes to take the lock. You know what I mean? So the leeches and the users, they come in all forms.
And it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I didn't think about that.
Let me tell you something. In the female prison, it's the officer that's the leech and the user. Beware the male officer that's always giving you a compliment or always, you know, swiping stuff under the rug. You know, you got to stand up at 5:30 in the morning. Beware that male officer who just taps on a window and lingers for too long, because he's a leech and a user too, and he just wants to use you for your body. That's the sad part about it. Women's prison is a lot different than men's. Chicks don't really use each other that much. Beware of the leech, the chick that got a chick in another housing unit. Next thing you know, they both using you. She done set you up to get food for and nail polish for her girlfriend.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me tell you, we used to have jokes that you know when an aggressive woman is coming upstate. Like you see the list from the state. It be chicks with boxes of chicken outside, bringing the dyke cigarettes. You don't even notice chick.
Yeah.
But that's your next boo thing. She wants to use you to occupy the rest of her time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Women's prison is a lot different than men's.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to go